last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first here. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. Put that out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made it the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! They draw first blood in this national title game. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Okay, it's third down after that run. QB keeps it himself. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Throw to the running back in the flat. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Caught by the receiver. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He can go. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses it. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Running back has it on the screen now. He's in the clear. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback...
Oh, the football comes out.
Pretty good execution here by the offense. The quarterback keeps the ball, and the only thing is he doesn't take care of the ball once he gets upfield. The defense alertly knocks that ball loose and gets on top of it.
First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Has the first down and more. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught in the backfield. It's DeMarco. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the return is brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Tries the right with a quick throw, but it's incomplete. And that bring up fourth down. And the Tigers will line up to punt it away. Fielded at the 25. And the returner will be brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? And the runner takes off to his right. The ball across the 35.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Huskers. They begin. He decides to keep it here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Going to try to use his legs here. Passes the 40. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. They'll run the option. They'll run it here. He's got the first and still going. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a run and a pickup for this offense. This all starts with a great read by the quarterback. Saw the defender coming in, just knew this was not the time to keep it, and he does a good job of getting it to one of his playmakers, and boy, does he make a big play.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Finally stopped the 4. Great catch and run.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go to the other.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking for some space. It's DeMarco. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce.
The Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On first down, it's play action. On the run here, taking a deep shot. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Look out, he's in the clear. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball.
Here he goes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They keep him guessing with a run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll hand it off. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, Chris, you don't see this very often.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it rip. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
What a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
They tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. and take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff again. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Tigers come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Ball handed off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The receiver grabs it. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Pass complete and 2nd down now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw again. And here comes a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Here we go, 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. running out of time in the pocket. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Short throw complete to the tight end. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Come to the line for second down and very short now. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
The quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker.
Intentional grounding.
Pretty easy call. Which he will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back, looking for the wideout. He's got it with room to run. Breaks into the clear. 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Clemson. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Great aggressive play calling here by the offensive coordinator. You go with the 4 verts. You're trailing this game. You're running out of time. Why not give your receivers a chance to get downfield, and a great throw.
Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game. National championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Pounding away with the run game. He's past the marker and still going. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And then first down, they go right back to him. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
He'll toss it to the back. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Tigers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. They quickly spike the football to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up to the sack in a crucial moment. So here we go. Down one score. We're going to go for it on fourth down. This might be for the ball game. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball on the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Pass caught. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Chris, a really good route here and a nice throw by the quarterback to give them a touchdown to tie this game up. And now we're an extra point away from them taking the lead in the national title.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his back. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Clemson.
So out comes the field goal team from a long way out. They are putting a whole lot of faith in this kicker. And from way downtown, a chance to take the lead here in the final seconds. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with the miss, remain tied. Comes our first play of overtime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first in OT.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Looking to throw it on first down. Tries to get it to the running back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Takes off in a bootleg. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great hit to deny a touchdown.
The The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
The offense will set up here on 3rd and long. If nothing else, you want to give your kicker a chance to put 3 on the board. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The receiver makes the catch.
Defense dials up the pressure there, plays man coverage, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback in time, and he finds a nice completion.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've regained the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here we go. A touchdown wins the game here, needing at least a field goal to keep things going. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
He escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a 2nd down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
The back's got it on the pitch. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a 1st down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Moves out of the pocket. And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are 2 different things.
They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them, and how fitting a close